So I was looking for nice maps to play, and there are a couple of nice ones. One that really caught my eye was "Where's that McDonald's?" Now that sounds like fun. So I thought that one sounds like fun as well. I think I'm going to do that next. But let's try this one. Let's try "Where's that McDonald's?" Doesn't that sound like fun? Uh, okay. No idea where we are. That sounds Spanish. This is definitely not Spain. No chance. Okay, it's not Spanish. It's Portuguese. It's yeah. So it's what you would think, right? It's Petrobras. So that's Petro Brazil. I don't know if that's short for Petro, but I assume so. So it's Petrobras. So we know that. We know it's Brazil. Let's just click our way through this a little bit. Hopefully find. I don't know what that is. Hopefully find a road sign soon. Now, this Guara. Okay, I don't know where Guara is. Lucio Costa. Okay, I know where Brasilia is. So and I would think, maybe wrong, may sound really stupid saying this, but I think this does not give me like the feeling of being somewhere like in Rio or I don't know, Sao Paulo maybe, but not Rio, so I don't know. So this is Brasilia, and we're talking somewhere around here. Although we're going north to the right, so this is going east to Brasilia. So we're coming from here. Now, problem is like they're not showing very nicely. Goiás, no idea what that is. Valparaiso, Goiás, State of Goiás, Federal District. Now that would be a nice one to see somewhere, DF, something like that. That would. I know they do that in Brazil, like they do in Mexico, for example. They put a DF in the federal district. That already would narrow it down to actually being in Brasilia. But the thing is, so here's the thing, right? Guarataguatinga. So here's the thing. Here's why I think it's close to Brasilia. Not just because it says that, and it's the capital, could literally be from, like, they could literally be like just Lucio Costa. Okay. Is that what that means? Oh no, okay, that's what the road means. DF095. But the reason why I think it is here is because it's not like really on like a main big road named like this. It's more like on a like side road that they were pointing to Brasilia. So it may be wrong, but in my mind, that means that you're relatively close to Brasilia, because it would be odd if you're like on like a little side street here to say that way to Brasilia, right? They would most likely not do that. They would most likely say, on like you would expect that on a bigger road like this, where it doesn't say Brasilia actually. I don't know. I may just be like saying dumb stuff, but that's DF097. So we're, but then like you think so, right? So you think like, oh wow, DF097, DF095 can't be too far away, but then there is none. So yeah, so I'm just going like can spend like a year on this. So I'm just going to do the following. I'm just going to like zoom in and see if there's a McDonald's anywhere here. DS085, and some of those DS also disappear. I don't know. Oh, whoa, whoa! DF095. DF095. Aquarium shopping, alright. But they're just like sandwich shop. Bakery. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna place my bet here and hope. Okay, not too terrible. It wasn't Sam Havis, I don't know what that means. It's not too terrible. Next. Okay, so this is France. Monoprix. Yeah, okay, I think we know what this is. This is Boulevard de Grenelle. This is, yeah, Trocadero, Village Suisse. And l'École Militaire, so that, I don't know, like, please don't, like, criticize me too much for my pronunciation. So we know we're in this area. Maybe this area. I think if I see this correctly, yeah. Sometimes, this is nasty. This is a nasty one because sometimes you just get this lucky, right? And you see La Motte Piquet, a metro station, and I don't really. Okay. Oh, it's right there. And that's a McDonald's. Yeah. Okay, good luck. Thank you. No, that just seems fake, doesn't it? Goodness. Okay. Sometimes you just get that lucky. Okay. We are in Britain. We are in front of a McDonald's in Britain. In case that wasn't clear, we are Aberdeen? I would have thought Aberdeen. Like, something in me just really thinks this internet. Okay, something in me just really doesn't think this is Aberdeen, to be honest. Like, I don't know Aberdeen, I've never been to Aberdeen, but okay, so now that just sounds like bullshit, right? But the thing is, it may just as well be Aberdeen, to be honest. Durham works. Durham. So it's not Aberdeen, then is it? Yeah, like, sometimes you look at these and you just get this feeling like for where it may be. And I did think it was maybe in England somewhere. I did not Britain, right? I thought it was England. I did not think it would have been that up north, to be honest. But then you can be wrong. Okay, so yeah, for some reason, sometimes you just like get this feeling like it may be there, but then it's not. So it's somewhere here, and it's close to the central station. Now, that surely, where the flip is it? Newcastle Central Station. I don't know. Okay, Newcastle Central. So I may be wrong about this, but I'm just going to go for it. Yeah. Woo! Wow, that was lucky. Goodness. Why did I think that it... Okay, now this is another really easy one, right? So this one is... Okay, I'm actually a little bit... I thought maybe they would like have some like really... like strange areas where you wouldn't expect it, like somewhere in the middle of the desert. But these are really easy. I mean, this is Warren Street in the UK. You have Warren Street, the underground station over here. It's definitely in London, so it's making us making our lives significantly easier. And okay, maybe not that much easier. Where is Warren Street? Now, if you're British, you know this probably, or if you're at least if you're from London, you may know this. Oh my gosh, that's such a anything that starts with a W, you know, it's like, where is Warren Street? Is it up here somewhere? Paddington, Baker Street, St. John Wood. Okay, there's Warren Street. Where's the McDonald's? Where's the McDonald's? There's the McDonald's. Make guess. Another 5,000 points. That was... What? Okay, now this is what okay. So this is going to sound really bad, but I don't know which country this is, but I know where it is. Meaning what region. So it's in this area right here. The reason I know that is, well, first you add things together. You add the weather. Yeah, it kind of looks like this is not, and like this is not obvious. I mean, not the weather maybe, but this is not a place like you know, the Andes or something like that. It just doesn't like this is not what it looks like. This is not the trees you have. It's, I mean, maybe the weather, but it's not like a very desert area. And like I'm trying to like go like trying to give a different explanation to what it actually is, and the reason it actually is kind of get the skin color here and the amount of motorcycles makes me think Thailand. But then what makes it speak against Thailand is that the letters are just like just Latin letters, right? And so okay, and I think I know. Yeah, Transjakarta. Okay, and you can definitely see the Dutch influence in the words. I think so anyway, like German maybe influence, but like the Dutch obviously have a big presence there. So we're talking Jakarta. Right, we're talking straight up somewhere in Jakarta. Could be the north. A ton of restaurants over here. KFC, nice. If it was a KFC one, I probably would have gone for that one. And it could be south of Jakarta. So we have a bus station here, Kecamatan, something like that. And if we move over here, we have Merpati. Now, the problem is that none of the, like, you would want it to like narrow it down as much as you can in a stepwise fashion. You don't want like it to tell you like a street. That's very useful, of course, but okay, that's okay. Okay, sure. Doctor's Hero. So what was I talking about? Yeah, all right. So you don't want it to like give you like a very specific location if you don't really know your way around. Like the other one, when it came to the UK, you have a place like Warren Street that you've heard of or you know of or you've been to. Um, that sort of really gives it away, and then you know, right? So if it would tell me, I don't know, my current like the closest McDonald's to me would just tell me a street, I would know where we are, right? I would be able to tell you. So some of those, like with the one in France or the last one in the UK, those are pretty. I found those relatively easy. When it comes to a place like this, if you have a street name, it's not no good because, I mean, you can like look for it, but if you don't really want to spend that much time doing this, and I'm already doing that, but if you don't want to spend that much time doing this, it's not that helpful because you first want to narrow it down to like a country. We did that. To a city. I mean, if you know where Jakarta is, it's pretty easy to do that. So we know where we are or thereabouts. We've got a certain amount of points basically guaranteed at this point. People really don't care about traffic, do they? But Raguan, Melayu. But ideally, you would like it to narrow it down for you a little bit more, right? You would like it to be, you would like it to tell you something like south, east, or north Jakarta, right? Or west Jakarta. You would like it to tell you something like that somewhere, so then you know, okay, this is where we are. And then you can go in, and then you'd like it ideally. Oh no, that's just tempting, isn't it? I'm gonna just put it there, Joe. Forget it. No, that's really tempting. I don't really think it is that one. Is it? No. No, it's not. There's no way. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. Cannot be. Cannot be. I really want to go for that one. Like, let's just like, if I randomly zoom in, will I find one here too? My goodness. Okay, no, I don't. No, but you would like it then to tell you something like a direction to something you can easily find with this kind of zoom in, right? Like with this kind of zoom in, and it says, let's say West Jakarta. So you zoom in, and then it will tell you like to Pullman, Jakarta Central Park. So you're like, okay. So it's easier to orient your to find orientation. But Ragua, it's like between Raguani and Kapolman, I think. There's some sort of hotelish. Now this one, this is a nice one. I really like that one. I really like this one because this one is kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard to like really pin down without looking too hard at the map. It's super hard to really pin down because there's not a lot of like hardcore. There's not a lot of what I just said. There's not a lot of like gradual information being passed on. It's more of a like everything, like you know the street, you know the city, but that's it. Tibet, Bara, Dalam, yeah. So these things don't really help me, do they? And it may be that while like looking through the map, you're going to find some of these, and you may have seen it, but I definitely didn't. And sadly, well, if I overlooked it, I'm really sorry for that. Seeing the time that we have, and then like this is horrendous. Okay, this Kawang, Mampang, Kurigang, Siritang. Like that's just, there's just no way it cannot be there. but doesn't say anything about west, north, or south Jakarta. Is there? I don't know. Does it give me that airport vibe? Do I get an airport? Pahlawan Revolusi. Okay, it's not that McDonald's. It's definitely not that McDonald's. I don't know why I'm saying that. Let me actually see something. So the reason why I'm really doubtful about the one that I just found is the double street. Right, this looks like a very different highway to the one I was on. So it's but it's not this one either. Wait. No, it is this one. No, it is this one. Remember, am I dumb? Danamon. Isn't that? Yes. Yes, it is this one. Surely. What? How frequently is the bank Danamon next to McDonald's? What are you? How is this a thing? Okay, I'm just dumb, it seems. Anyway, I hope you like that. I'm going to try more of these.